Well, my name is Joyce Young Madison, and I was born in West Bloomfield Township in 1919. And my folks were married in 1910, and they moved to a house on Walnut Lake Road, which is still there, and it's on Walnut Lake Road, just east of Orchard Lake Road. And they bought the property in a house from a man by the name of William Harris, who I believe was the first person to own that property, and I assume that he got it on a land grant. And the property of 3 acres ran from up to Orchard Lake Road, and that vacant property is still vacant. The house is still there, and across the road from our place was the Doherty family, which is a pretty well-known family, I believe, around the area. And Jack Doherty, well, he would have been a nephew of the people that lived across the road from us, and a grandson of Mr. John Doherty. Jack Doherty was the supervisor of West Bloomfield Township for a number of years, and he and I attended Green School together, and also his sisters, Peggy Doherty and Ellen Doherty, and there were other Doherty children too that by the time they went to school, I was out of Green School. My 2 sisters and I both went to Green School for each of us for the 8 years, and that is a wonderful memory to have gone to that one-room school. Everybody that has ever gone to a one-room school, is a very special thing, because all the people in the school are different ages. And I believe it was a good thing for a building of a character and responsibility, because the older children sort of looked after the younger ones, to some extent. And we all played together at lunchtime, and a lot of us brought our lunches to school to eat during the lunch hour. And during the wintertime, we would often bring our skates to school, ice skates, and our sleds, and we would play right down the hill in front of what was Green School for a long ways down the road, riding on those sleds. And then oftentimes there was a pond kind of set in between Green Road and Orchard Lake Road, near where the Green families had their apple orchards and peach orchards. And we would take our skates on our lunch hour and skate on the pond during lunch hour, and how we all did that, excuse me, and got back to school in time for when the bell rang. I don't know how we got back there so quickly and had so much fun. It was a wonderful experience. And the fact that we had such good teachers, too, in that school. There was one teacher by the name of Catherine Lawler, who I had for 4 years, from the 4th grade through the 8th. And she would be very attentive to the children, and a wonderful teacher. And she would, at Christmas time, she would put a play, help us put a play on, and just about everybody would participate in the program, and parents would come, and we would have a Christmas tree and hand out presents. And another thing that I think is very reminiscent of that time was we didn't have a piano in the school or anything, but we had a lot of songbooks. So the teacher would get out the songbooks, and we would sing these old songs without any music. So that's a fond memory.
Where was Green School located?
Green School was on Green Road, which is the next road west of Orchard Lake Road. It ran between Walnut Lake Road. Well, Green Road kind of switches around
Comes
and goes out on Orchard Lake Road.
comes out by the high school there.
Right. Uh-huh. Yes. And I walked to Green School, but it was only about a quarter of a mile. And I would walk up Walnut Lake Road, cross Orchard Lake Road, where the little building was on the corner that was the waiting station for the streetcar. It was right there in the corner. And I would cross Orchard Lake Road and walk up to Green Road and turn on Green Road and go to the school, which is a little ways down. Or sometimes we would walk up to what was Ernest Green's house. His house was right in the corner on the northeast corner of Walnut Lake Road and Orchard Lake Road. And he had two children, Mary Louise and Bill. And they went to Green School. Of course, I would walk up by their house, and we'd all cut through the orchard, through their apple orchard, and walk up to Green School through the orchard.